such thing as an easy game in Division number 2, but as we are sitting 2-0 in our opening 2 rounds of the season on GRN, the Invaders management is very, very pleased. Today we go on to our 3rd round matchup against the Bulawayo Butchers, the most closest side to us in our little small division. We are hoping we can put these lads away and then put ourselves in a very strong position to go out of our pool as the top side. This is a crunch match for us, and we have an unchanged side heading into it as well. It's advantage to the Butchers straight away. A knock on, looked like a come off. Brock Bondesio looking to take that kickoff. So no good at start for us at all as the Butchers come wide, and they look through Seraldo, who almost gets an early breakaway. Militic into the 22. The Butchers with a good start with Cooper. Still an advantage on their side too. What a start this could be for the visiting side. We are back at home, which is massive for us. Looking for a big crowd. We're about 14 people or so of a packed house last time we were at home. So looking to back that up with another strong performance here and another strong result as well. Just noticed they've got a volunteer on the loose head side of their front row. So hopefully we can take full toes there. That could be an intercept. It is Mohamed Martin with his first touch after his epic display in round 2 against the Canberra Snipers, as the Butchers have a chance here to set play something, and it's an average one as they go through their first 7, and Soria takes the tackle down. Great run from Cooper. He's been a name we have seen a number of times already as a bit of a danger. Wide, Carter Jones, good tackle from him, and they pop it inside. Volunteer keeping it alive nicely through Hobaya. And he takes it back in the 22. Oh boy, what are we going to call him? Not sure. That should be a turnover. And it is. Yes, Carter Jones wraps that one up. No, that wasn't Carter Jones. That was on the wing. Doing a good piece of work out there as well. Clyde Edwards with the ruck turnover. Very good to see early on. A big ruck turnover from a big Clyde as well. To the front. Zangini pulls down for Martin. Looking to dispel rumours that he might be on the way out with Simon van der Duplessis, of course, and Matt Ward sitting on the bench. Of course, there's a lot of pressure on a lot of players as Michelle finds some room of a good fed ball from Bartimoli Gossard. We go short side and close to the touchline, do very well to find it back to Blaine van der Merwe. Carter Jones under the microscope today as well with the development, I guess you could say, of one Washchek in the reserves bench as well. Coming along very nicely. Here's Gage Carter. One man who's really safe. There's Bartimoli Gossard. Support there. Fan from Brock. Oh, Brocky, you've got to go all the way. Charges in. Great work from Brock. But it was all started from the big man at the back, Bartimoli Gossard. Mohamed Martin scores at the end. That is a great try against the run of play. Early possession, early chances for the Butchers, but the Invercargill Invaders come good straight after that and charge back. Mohamed Martin, I think that's his 3rd try in 2 games. He is looking very good this week as well. There is Gossard, who really started it all with his great running, and out to Gage Carter, who smacks that one poorly to Chunko. His name's actually Chunko. And he gives it easy to Gossard, who takes the mark, and away to Brock again. Normally a quick man, that breakaway from Gossard normally would have fed Brock very nicely. Finding it to Mohamed Martin, who's keeping a spot for his kicking. But what the hell's going on there from Okoro? He was not interested in that run, and a great offload has sped this beautifully for the Butchers as they come inside, and Hobby will score a flying try for the Bulawayo Butchers. They hit back almost instantly. Valentine Hobby, and there is a reply off the kick return as well. Down the touchline, very well played. Great offloads from the Butchers, and we are all tied up with a kick from Terry, putting it up to 7-7. The Butchers strike back against the Invaders. Great tackle there. Gage Carter putting us right back in the box seat. A kick away from Hobby, the try scorer. And Gossard is nowhere to be found, and it goes into touch. Almost 9 minutes in. 7-7 the score. The Invaders go to the back as Sam Cooper takes down a rear line out taken. The Invaders charge in behind, and Brock Bondesio is there. Fires it to Carter, drops it off very delicately to Bartimoli Gossard. Here's a short border to Triscu. Offload would have been very nice there from Dimitri. We continue on this near side. It's Gossard. Almost slides through, but just run out of room. Support is beautiful on the running of Gossard. We continue short side, all knock on from Clyde Edwards. First error from the big man on the wing. And it will be the Butchers now with position and advantage as well if they want to use it. Choosing to kick. Now it's a good chance though to take the progression of the match. Almost 10 minutes in. Oh, that's terrible from Gossard. Give me that scrum. You put a bit of pressure on him. Let's see how the scrum goes. And easily won from the Butchers. A very good side. This scrum is looking good. And it is 7-7 after 11 minutes of the game as the Invaders look to return the kick. Well, the Invercargill Invaders are under a good chunk of real pressure here from the Bulawayo Butchers inside our 22. And they've been here for a couple of phases now. And the chance of something happening is pretty high. Oh, intercept! Mohammed Martin! Oh, an offload away! Pashella! Very good in open play is Luca Pashella. Mohammed Martin is on the floor, which gives me a bit of a concern as Carter Jones has kicked us, cleared us away, which is very relieving. Great chase. Oh, Phil Mohammed! First time we said his name, he's got a ruck turnover. They're struggling to get back. Looked offside, bad pass. Oh, good call, ball away to Carter. Gage Carter, he's up behind in the 22. All the way for Gage. Oh, he's just pulled down. Almost end-to-end stuff. Now we're in their 22. Not where I thought this highlight was going to go. Beautiful ball back from Zangini and Blaine van der Merwe. That's what the big man does very well. It's charged on loose balls. That ball, Gossard to Zangini, back outside. And of course, Van der Merwe with this beautiful kick from Mohammed Martin. That is why he's in the team over the young guns at the moment. There's a lot of good players vying for that number 10 jumper. And they are really all of high quality. But that's little difference is keeping Mr. Martin in that box seat. We take back the lead. It is 14-7, the Invercargill Invaders doing it at just a 7-point difference at the moment. After 21 minutes, the Butchers looking to get back in the game. Well, it's not often you see this. A gigantic kick by the Invaders has seen the ball go actually dead in goal and result all the way in a scrum back here for the Butchers. And they carve straight through. Hubai is easily the best man on the paddock in a red jersey here today. They are straight in the 22. Set piece chance, doing it easy. Cooper volunteers, hammered at all. Thought there might have been a turnover chance there for Gossard. It's popped away to Cooper, and he drives over. 3 men in the tackle, and he still scores it. Isaac Cooper, very good match from him in the back row. And our back row is is in a lot of trouble here. If they cannot contain a man like Isaac Cooper, the conversion is away, and the lead is still there for the Invaders. The Butchers do not pull it back. It is 14-12. And we have a game clearly on our hands here as they cut straight through. It's Okoro, the fullback, who's carved in half after a great carving run straight off the kickoff by the Butchers. They are looking very hot at the moment as Halatau tries to go route run through the middle. So does the right winger, Collado. Pick and go from Harris. And they sit on the 10-metre line, almost half an hour in now. 14-12 only the score. It is a close one. It is a tight one. And the home crowd edging on the Invaders here if they can do so. Lead is slender, but we'll take it at the moment. 14 points to 12 after half an hour. We've done well here. We've earned ourselves a nice little penalty from the Butchers player not releasing the breakdown and then kicking the ball into an offside player. So we've earned that penalty. We've kicked our way. Oh dear, and almost killed that opportunity straight away. I thought with that we could take 3. We've kicked for touch. We've gone for the gauntlet. Now can we convert it? My goodness me. Line out was shoddy. That first phase was shoddy. The second phase was terrible. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this at all. It's away to Martin. Oh, here's a little chip and chase from Carter Jones. Probably going to run it. Oh, he'll score it himself. Carter Jones says, don't you think about giving my jersey away. I've got this covered. Great try from the inside centre. Conversion is good. And at the moment, those kicking boots are keeping us firmly in control of this match. Wide and high kickoff and Clyde Edwards. Oh, Clyde Edwards, keep it up, son. Puts the ball inside and Gossard! Oh, he's picked it up! Bartimoli Gossard in the backfield. One ball back to Martin and knocked on. That was almost too good to be true, that little passage there. We know what Gossard is capable of, and I tell you what, there's another knock on. It's a double knock on by the two sides. I have a clip which I may drop it at the end. Oh no, we've gone up in the scrum. They've got a volunteer in the front row and we've gone up in the scrum. How's that not out? How was that not out? Put him out! Goodness me, it's all come completely apart there. And they've got advantage in the penalty and they're going for the corner as well. It's almost half time. So we'll stick with this to the break. And we will carry on after the 40-minute mark. My goodness me, what an absolute nightmare that scrum is. Another knock on. It's advantage to us this time. It's gone away to Mohammed Martin, who winds down the clock with a raking punt. Oh, that was a very good kick because here comes Phil Mohammed. But it is returned by Okoro. And we'll pack down for another scrum. Now, a bit of an area of concern here. Now they've gone up. Oh, it's topsy-turvy. Take your pick. Everyone's going up all over the place. Another great kick from Mohammed Martin. That is an absolute monster. Out in the full, I'm pretty sure that scrum was, yes, out of the 22. So we go back for another kick for a touch. And with time up, that will be the first half. The Invaders leading by just 9 points. 29 points to 12. We swap ends. And we get the second half underway with the lead in the bank so far as the Butchers, well, they've got to score next, don't they? If they want to get back in this game. As, oh, that's terrible. A wobbly old back pass has found no one. Oh, and another terrible pass from Harris. And they've got to put it straight to touch. The Invaders could, the Invaders could have done something really good there. A gift of opportunity. Oh, another knock on. What's going on? You're supposed to have oranges at halftime, not eat blocks of butter. 21-12. Everyone's dropping the ball. No one can catch. It is it's hit the upright. Isn't that a 5-metre scrum? It is. Oh, what a gift. Unbelievable start to the second half. Can we catch? If we can, it's a try. It's a lofted ball out wide. Oh, he's in touch. No, it's a try. What? He was out. Oh, he was out. He's been given a try. And now Mohammed Martin. Oh, that is a clinic. An absolute kicking clinic from Mohammed Martin. Clyde Edwards gets a gift of a start. My goodness me, I've seen it all. I mean, I've seen the ball hit a guy in touch, bounce back in, and they've conceded a try. That one, I mean, it was a great saving tackle. It was a wild old wobbly, loopy pass. But Clyde Edwards, he must have done his best NRL impression to fly high and dot that in the corner. I don't know how he did it, but it's a try. Nonetheless, a bit unfortunate there for the Butchers, but 28-12 is the score. The lead is now propped up to 16 points. A flat pass to Harris. As the Butchers look to get back in the game, we are almost to the 50-minute mark. Another bad pass. A lot of those from the Butchers really missing their mark when it comes to the passing game. As that's a great ball away to Jun Ming and the hooker. Great speed shown there from the number 2. Into the 22 go the Butchers. What can they cook up here? Flat runner, saw him coming. Ooh, just about over the ball quickly there as well. They take their time. They point to the right. They go to the left. Oh, outside looking to... No. You don't charge pass Blaine van der Merwe. Not on anyone's watch. You do have a chance to turn over our line out and then spill the pass, which I'm not too worried about. We go forward without the ball. Love and life on defence at the moment. Shift it, boys. Shift it. They're shifting quicker than us. Come out the side. Great tackle. That was either Gage Carter or Clyde Edwards. There was a big boy in the back line, and that was a great tackle. Are we forcing them? We're forcing them to kick. That tells me a great deal, because if this goes in goal, we have saved ourselves trouble all over the shop. 48 gone. Invaders doing very well here in the second half. 28-12 is the score. Let's move on to see if we can finish strongly for another week. We're putting a bit of pressure here on the Butchers. We've earned ourselves a line out just outside the 22. A poor clearing kick really is what created it. And now we've got a chance to put this one to bed quite significantly. 28-12, it's good. It's a bonus point in the bank. But still, with 25 minutes to go, there is a chance they could still come back in this one. A couple of tries and the whole thing changes. We are one try away from really putting this one away. And this is a great chance with the 25 minutes still to go. We're keeping it to this near side, and Phil Mohammed has been extremely quiet these last couple of weeks, which is okay because we're playing well enough without him really clicking. If we could get him on song, we would be away. Gage Carter with a Bartamoli, Gossard! Oh, the electric! Bartamoli, Gossard! Scores another try! Boy, he's been great this season. Creativity, speed, pace, and just that power to burn through tackles as well. He has been extraordinary, and he's carried that on today. Really, our first try was all about Bartamoli. That one was just single individual brilliance throughout the back line. Martin to Carter Jones, Gage Carter, and then of course to Gossard. We've given that ball away though, inside our 22, which is a bit of a concern. Gage Carter really should have thumped that one away, as there's a foot race between the tall tippers, trying to save it there. Zengedi doing well. Our wide numbers here, if they could cook it up. Turnover? No, they save it, and they're right there, and they're over as well. Isaac Cooper, fully deserved. Best man in red jumper, I've said it all day long. But like I said before that as well, 20 minutes still to go. There's 2 quick tries. It was one each way. If we don't keep up the standard, we could be under threat. 35-19 now. Their lack of that extra conversion could be critical come the end of the day. We're almost at the hour mark. We've turned over the ball though, and they have an absolute pile of players in that breakdown. Gossard, away to Martin. Carter Jones, oh, he should have passed. It's there for us. Now they're not putting the players in. It's Phil Muhammad, tried a little step. It's just not working for him at the moment, but that's okay because he's not super critical. He is our best player. We're doing it without him. Away to Pashella. Oh, intercepted. Oh, Pashella. Oh, he's changed that back row as well. The versatility, or should I say, the maneuverability of that back row now with Pashella there. His speed has made a big difference. Ross Taras, a great workhorse, but he just didn't offer that same sort of explosiveness that Pashella does. We have lost another line out, and a great kick away from Thierry has put us under more pressure now. 20 minutes to go, 35-19. I'd love it if we could win this one. Line now, boys, what's going on? This is our bread and butter. It's what we're good at. Oh boy, we need to watch out for him and Cooper are the real dangers. We have just lost 70, 80 metres there from 2 average lineouts, which is a real concern. Oh, Carter Jones, fist to the face, and that's where a guy like Watschek would change the dynamic of this back line. Very good defensively. Oh, speaking of very good defensively, I think we just broke Thierry. Flat ball, and it gets him the space as well through Cooper, who breaks the tackle, and Cooper should be celebrating his 3rd try. That's a forward pass. We'll take that, and it's a little grubber kick through as well. Who is chasing? But it is Phil Muhammad, and what's wrong? Oh, I kind of would have preferred it to stay in play there. It's gone back to Phil Muhammad, and of course, a depth at fullback kicks us away over the 22, 35-19. This one's not done yet. These two sides still have a lot of play to go. We've got just 16 and a half minutes to go. Hopefully we can hold these mugs out for the rest of the game. Confident, but still, a chance of a comeback. I like being the stronger finishing side, so let's keep that momentum going. That's a loose ball, and Gage Carter, oh, he's picked it up. It's advantage for a forward pass. It's Carter away from the scrum half. How's he caught him? Scrum half shouldn't be that fast. Pick and go from Gossard. Gossard, what are you doing, son? That was a great play. And it's gone all the way back. It's got to be enough advantage. We're inside their 22. We're going to run it anyway, and Carter Jones does nothing special. That was a good little play. I would have been happy with that advantage. That's going out in the full, and we are going back. Oh, is it? No, it's not. Great kick from Muhammad Martin. 65 gone. We'll see what happens in the final 10, and I'll rejoin you for more, hopefully, highlights from the Invaders. Hang on. We've turned over their line out. We've turned it over. Let's see if it happens now. This is a long highlight, I realise. But there's a possibility that this could be the nail in the coffin of the Bulawayo Butchers. If we can get some go forward, hopefully it's away to Van der Merwe. Look at him go, the big prop. And it's a touch. We've ruined it. Okay, let's move on. 35-19. Only 13 and a bit minutes to go. Alrighty, team, into the final 10 minutes we go with another terrible line out. I thought, yeah, well, here we go. A set piece outside the 22. Time to shine, and look what we are. We are actually shining with a great little interplay between a few players here. Blaine Van der Merwe finishes the job into the 22. But another terrible line out, which is a bit of a concern. Carter Jones takes it hard to the line. Set piece, we need to be winning. Gage Carter, away to Gossard. Oh, he turns, he steps. Oh, he dodges. Oh, Bartolomé Gossard. That is magical from the magic man in the back, Golden Gossard. It is the electric man of Bartolomé Gossard who finishes his second try of the day. The kick is astray, but at 40 points to 19, I will forgive you, Mohamed Martin. You got the clinches at the start, which are really what mattered. Now you can relax, Mr. Martin. Surely the game is in the bank with that absolute perler from Bartolomé Gossard. Absolute genius from the fullback. We've lost the ball though, which is a real concern. Straight off that play, we have lost it and into 22. It's a gift. It's a gift straight back here for the Butchers. That's a turnover. That is a turnover. And who else is that but Bartolomé damn Gossard? And we got an injury. I'm not sure who that was. Someone buried the bum of that ruck. 12 or 13, I think, has been injured. We've only got 5 minutes to go. I don't know if I'm going to find out who it even is. Lineout's been a shambles and it continues. Real shame. And another terrible pass. I mean, if these guys are a little bit better at passing, I mean, we would be in real trouble. So 21 is on. I think 21, that's in the halves, isn't it, 21? I'm not 100% sure. The way the subs bench goes, of course, is it 22? Is this the centre? I think it could be the centre. We've still only got... Okay, so we're not quite sure who is on the field here. But it is number 21, and there he is. I think surely it's Waszczyk. It's got to be Waszczyk. It's got to be Waszczyk. Surely. More injuries in the centres. In a week I've talked about, or to myself at least, or training matched a lot around the new combinations with Duplessis, with Ward, and with Waszczyk in there as well. This could be an interesting next week or so if there is an actual injury for time. As it stands, I'm not sure who it even is, so I'm getting a bit excited either way. If it's in the halves, it's going to be Martin, because I'm pretty sure Brock was nowhere near that instance. And if it's in the centres, well, it could be either Carter or, of course, Carter-Jones. So either Carter of the connection between the two. We might find out here. Mohamed Martin has kicked it away, and this looks like it will be sailing into touch with, 3.5 minutes to go. Pretty happy with how he sit right now. 40 points to 19. Our closest rivals this season are the Butchers so far. So really happy that we could be putting these guys away comfortably enough in the remainder of this match. It's a good kick in though. And we have a line out just 5 out from our own line. It's been a torrid old place. The line out, Brock's given away to Martin. It goes to Waszczyk. Waszczyk's on at 12. And this is what he does. It's Waszczyk. Look, Whiteson. Oh, good charge. Great work. Oh, that makes me so happy seeing that. He's a guy that I've toiled. This is a turnover. This is a turnover every day of the week. Oh, how have we done that? Oh, man, Waszczyk. I have looked at this kid for so long, and I've gone, do I, don't I? Do I keep him in? Do I move him? Kicking is where he's really been the area that I've thought, no, I have to stick with Carter-Jones. I've got to stick with the ability to kick if Martin is not in the capable areas. He's just put a kick in there that's gone straight down the centre of the park, away from our two players, our winger and fullback. Split them in half nicely, and that is his style of play. Charging straight at defences. He might be playing next week. Mark Collis! Oh, he's charging through like a young buck in the herd. Gets the offload away to Carter. Gage Carter, that is. Who knocks on, but oh. A little grubber kick through would have seen another try for the Invaders. 80 minutes is up. It's a scrum for the Butchers. Don't tell me they're going to kick it out. I mean, that would be disappointing. I hope we play on here. We are. Phil's got it. Keep going, Phil away to Gossard. Down a little short side move. Inside pass to Josh Evans. Oh, what a finish. What a finish from the Invaders. Josh Evans scores. That is a scorcher. That makes me so happy. Seeing plays like that is just amazing. That is the killer punch. That is the nail. That is the perfect way to finish the game. And for the second consecutive week, Mohamed Martin has pulled out an emphatic display. Pressure on from these young kids, and Mohamed has gone, you know what? Not on my watch. This is my number 10 jersey. You ain't touching it. Aside from Mafanda and Matthew, no chance. You can learn from the best, and that is Mr. Mohamed. So, well, Mr. Martin, I guess you could call him. Either way, what a performance from the Invaders. It was just the display I've been dreaming about. That was a really good match. Really, really enjoyed it. Let's have a look at some stats here. 47-19. There was always a chance they were going to come back. But like I spoke about similar times, the Invaders are a very strong finishing team. So I knew I had confidence. It probably didn't show. But the way these guys finish, I thought if we finish the stronger, we're at least going to match them, if not better them, and put this one completely to bed. 47-19, we did the better of those two options. We absolutely pumped them at the end. I mean, to be fair, they didn't even get a bonus point. That is really satisfying that defensively, we stopped these guys getting a bonus point as well. Possession, they had it, 57%. Territory, they had it, 55%. We actually made more tackles. We made 50%, roughly, more tackles, 67-93, than the Butchers. We gave them the ball and said, you play, we'll beat you regardless. That is really, really good to watch. I enjoyed that very much. 7 tries to 3, handling errors 8 to 5. We actually made more. Our scrum and our line-out was terrible. Scrum was a bit iffy. Both sides were pretty average. Turnovers 1, 5 by us, only 7. They had 81 attacking rucks to our 57. We were dominated. We were dominated on the stat sheet here. You'd look at these lines from possession down and you'd say, Butchers should have won this by 10. You could say that quite comfortably. The amount of extra attacking rucks they had, the possession, the territory, they less defence, they missed less tackles. Look at that, we missed 19, they missed 14. We made more handling errors. Everything pointed to the Butchers actually pulling this one away, but you look at the top line, 47-19, quality has shone through, definitely throughout the game. Penalties conceded, probably an area where it would change your opinion of the match without seeing a score. We conceded 1. They conceded 11. So that's a big difference maker as well. Lineouts, I mean, we lost 6 on our own throw. That is a really, really big disappointment because we base a lot of our play around our lineouts. The ability to put pressure on territorially and then the turnover lineouts will put pressure on lineouts ourselves. It's turned out the other way around, which is a bit of a shame, but I can't be too picky with the way these boys have performed. Time in the red zone, they had almost a minute longer than us. 49 seconds to be exact, longer than the Invaders, but somehow, I mean, we have pulled out a big, big performance here. Martin, 17 points, 1 try, 2 assists, and 11 tackles. That is a really good display from the double M's of Muhammad Martin. A 17-point haul as well. Big work on defence, really big work on defence, which is amazing. Great to see from the young number 10. Okay, ratings. How do we play overall? Blaine Vandermeer had a stormer, I think, at 30.9. Mark Collis pretty good in storming run near the end as well. Put him up to a 29.7. Great performances by the props. Tatriscu, not that great, was he? A 20.9. Made a handling error, missed the tackle. Did beat one defender, but it was far from a vintage Dimitri Tatriscu performance. In the second row, probably the one game you'd say the locks were pretty average. Zangetti and Richards picking up only a 25.4 each. Amazing, they got this exactly the same rating. A couple of handling errors from the big fellas there. 3 between them. Only 1 missed tackle though, which is good to see. But you do notice here, big yards made there from Mark Collis, who had a really, really good match. Into the back row, Josh Evans, a 44. Great game from Joshua Pichella. Luca Pichella at 26. Pretty average from Pichella. Sam Cooper at 24 as well. Not their best performances in the back row, but it was propped up very well from Josh Evans, who had a very, very good game on the blind side. Good meter making there as well, 8.2. Didn't make any handling errors. Missed 1 tackle each, which is a bit of a concern. The whole pack missing 3, 4, 5, 8 tackles between the 8 players. So, bit of work to do there between those guys in the pack. The back line though, there was some special plays in this back line. Brock Bondesio kicked off with a decent 31. You say, yes, that's a good start. Missed a tackle, made a handling error, forced 2 turnovers, which is very interesting. That's Brocky made more turnovers alone than our whole back row that only made 1. So that's, yeah, interesting, to say the least. Muhammad Martin, 100% tackling as well. To beat 2 defenders, very good work from the fly half. and made no mistakes as well. Very good from Mr. Martin, who was good but a bit shaky last week. Today, exceptional, 64.7 from Mohammed Martin. Phil Mohammed, we talked about it during the game, quiet at 20.1. Still okay though. Defensively, missed 3 tackles, a real concern. Carter Jones missed 3 tackles. Clyde Edwards missed 3 tackles. Clyde Edwards was very quiet. Again, 1 try to him, but only a 20. Our wingers are not playing too well. In the midfield, Carter Jones played 75 minutes for a 39, and Gage Carter played full match for its 44.4. Overall there, you've got to look at that and say, once for Gossard and Martin being informed, we're in a bit of strife, a real bit of trouble, because these guys here are holding this team together. Bartolomei Gossard, a couple of tries, and a 62.2. Excellent work. Edwards even made 2 handing errors as well, which is not the greatest display from the young winger, but still, far cry our best player in their position. Wozciak did come on, so we do only play with 22. I wasn't sure for a second there if we're having 2 props or just the 1, but Wozciak played 8 minutes. What did he do? He played pretty well, didn't he? He made 3 runs and made half the field. That is exceptional. Made his 1 tackle and didn't do anything else too much. A 6.8 from 8 minutes. You'll give him that, wouldn't you? Great run though. Made 2 line breaks from that little 8-minute start that he had, which is great to see, because not only with the injury now to Carter Jones, the fact is I was considering starting him during the week, and I wasn't too sure if I wanted to or not. I thought, no, we'll stick with what's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looks like Carter Jones may be broke, so it may be time to fix it. Well, you can't really blame the weather. It was a great night's action as well. The rugby quality was superb. But for some reason, 76 slackers decided not to turn up to the stadium to really fully pack out the crowd. 11,924 people turning up to the Invaders with an emphatic 47-19 win over our closest divisional rival, the Bulawayo Butchers. Very happy with how that has gone. The other match of our division, the Berlin Barbarians, who we played in round 1, have got themselves a victory. I think technically these guys are our closest rivals. Positionally on the ladder, it was the Butchers before today, but I think skill-wise the Barbarians are a very, very good side. We were lucky to beat them in round 1. They were unlucky to lose in round 2. They are a good side, and the rematch with them is one I will be watching. Well, obviously I'll be watching it, but I will be concerned about the possibility that we may not come away with that result. A good side, we need to keep them, these guys here I should be pointing at, we need to keep their morale low. That's what we need to do, so we can get that round 2 victory, or round 2 meeting rest those guys in the bag. They did take out the Cape Town Fair, 34-15, so a good win for them as well. The Butchers though going down. Do they change position on the ladder? Let's take a little looky at the leaderboard. We can see the Invercargill Invaders have jumped up to 6th position. Oh, yes, I love that, 6th position in those yellow numbers, and I just want to stay there. Absolutely don't want to go anywhere from those yellow numbers. 3 games, 3 wins, point differential of plus 88. Yes, it's not as good as some other sides, but I mean, 3 from 3 and 3 bonus points. I could not dream of a better start than that. Of course, you know the other usual suspects. We've got the Hawke's Bay Sharks over here. We've got the Rosario Rockets, who we were divisioned with last season. We've got the Bangor Rams over here. The Adelaide Dingo down here. We've also got the Port Elizabeth Rams and the Allentown Reds, who are new guys who I haven't seen too much of. And, of course, the Umlazi Kamikaze. Oh, that rolls off the tongue so good. Wish I could have a name like that. I love that name. That is just pure genius from Van Hunks 3. I love the name. I love that name completely. But we are sitting in there still in the mix with the other top 8 sides. As I said, the Berlin Barbarians, 1 win to their name is enough to prop them up to 2nd spot in our division. We have a nice little lead there of 7 points over them, so we can drop a couple of games and still keep that top spot, but it's that yellow number that I want the most. The Butchers fall down after their 2nd loss going to the Invaders, so 8-man needs to do some work. We still got the Cape Town Fair to play twice, which, well, I don't know when that's actually coming up. Next round, of course, we do have the Birmingham Zulu, and there we play the Fair on the road. I think that starts our long, no, then we have one more home game, but we do have that really long passage, I think around here, of away games, which is going to be tough, but we're going to use the money while we have it. So we're playing the Birmingham Zulu. If my memory serves me correctly, it was just a second ago. These guys are 10th. 2 wins and a loss. And of course, you got the Dingo. Oh, and the... Oh, wow. That's one team I didn't mention. We're the Border Invasion. Very, very good side. That should be placed higher than 9th. So that is a bit of a shock. And you got to say, the Zulu sitting there with just one loss. I wonder if they've played them both. That is really going to be interesting, because that is a really hard division to be in against the Dingo, the Invasion. The Snipers obviously rubbish, so that'll be one of their wins. These guys could be tough. They could be very, very tough. What have they done? Let's have a look at what they've done. The Zulu. Let's have a look at what the Zulu have managed. Round 1 for the Birmingham Zulu. I just want to see the results. Would be quite nice. There they go. 26. Oh, that was okay. So first round they got smoked by the Invasion. 40 points to 26. Then they hit the road. Cross. Yes, they played our Butchers, who we just played 69-14. Ooh, that's a bigger win than we pulled off against them. And then they played the Snipers, and they put 60 on them as well. Interesting. This is going to be a close game next weekend, folks. So make sure you stick around to the channel. Hit that like if you're enjoying the video, and of course subscribe so you don't miss round 4, which could be quite a bit of a cracker against the Zulu. That's enough about what's coming up and what it's been. We do have a slight concern of an injury. So let's go have a look at our mail inbox. And, oh goodness, we've got a lot going on here. Okay, so that's good. Our training facility has been upgraded, so that is very good. I'll look at popping that into the 5th tier if we can afford it. Maybe not this week. But alas, we've got that up to the 4th star level now. But player injury. This is what we need to look at. Okay. So I was kind of thinking my hand had been forced. You know, Carter Jones has been injured. Now I've got to play Wozchick. I've got to see whether this kid's up to it. It's not come along, because Carter Jones now for the 2nd time has been injured and fit for the next round. Is he fatigued? Do we rest him? The chance for Wozchick to come into his own is getting pretty bloomin' close. So that's the only news we've got. Let's see if we can upgrade our facilities to the final tier. I think we've only got about 65k in the bank. So we'll see what we can afford and see if we can pop that final one on there. We can. It only costs 50 grand. Do it. Absolutely do it. There you go, folks. Work has begun on a tier 5 training facility. It's going to take 4 weeks, which is a bit of a while, but that's okay. We will be maxed out on the training. Next up, we're going to look at gym. We're going to look at what's going to make us some money, like this sort of thing. So, you know, we're on a good run. We're winning all our games, which is fantastic. We've got to keep it going and keep the improvements coming as well. You saw there's about 3 or 4 guys that have reached max level, so hoping we can, you know, keep those guys ticking over. Before we run away, let's have a look at what our opponents for next round have in their camp. Let's just have a look at their starting team. I won't look too in depth about it, but they got very good 14 and 15. So Hagashi is injured. Let's see how long for. Still 2 games, so that is great for us because 96 rated. He's a very, very good player. So he's playing at a disadvantage if he does play. But we've got to look out for this guy, Bryn Hunt. Oh, very good player, 96 rated as well. He is going to be a danger. Absolutely dangerous. Front row, Critic Taylor is out, so he's out for a game as well. That is their only 2 injuries. The reserve outside backs, I mean, there's very good players here. 88s, 85s, 87s. Very interesting. A bit of a loss here if they have to play that prop, though. Peter O'Connell in the starting team. Right, so very good team here. Looks like we could get an advantage over these guys in the back row. I know our 3 back rowers are all mid, or 80, 83, 84, around that sort of level. So these are all 78. We could get them there. 9 and 10. Definitely we could get the advantage at 9 and 10. But where we got the centres, 85, 85, yes, could be a big clash there. Gage Carter does trump them, but Carter Jones, not so much. Yeah, what comes in? What comes in next? Wozchick, is this his game against a guy like this fella? Or this guy here at 13. Very fast trainer there. Excellent player. So that's what we have to look forward to next round. The Birmingham Zulu are coming. No, we're going, I think. Pretty sure it's an away match. Oh no, we're at home. Wow, 2 in a row. I love that. So the Birmingham Zulu are coming to town. The Invercargill Invaders hosting the cross-division rivals. Should be a good game. 6th versus 10th. Looking forward to it as well. Thanks everyone for tuning and watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos on GRM. Of course, as always, thank you to the guys at GRM for letting me make the videos on the game. And of course, if you want to be involved, globalrugbymanager.com is all you need to do. Go there, download the client, make your team, get involved. It's a great fun game to play. And it's just so in-depth, so reactive to your input as well. So plenty more GRM always going to be coming on the channel. Loving playing the game at the moment. So get involved if you're not. If you are, how's your team going? Let me know in the comment section below as per always. But as for now, thank you for tuning and watching. Remember this great picture of the Invaders dominating Division 2. Until next week, thanks for tuning and watching. And as always, take care.